Hello everyone, I'm Melontrap, and today, if you couldn't tell by the title of this video, we're talking about the light-up minifigures. All of the minifigures came out in 2005, and sadly, LEGO hasn't released anymore. In this video, I'm going to break down which sets they came in, how much they cost, and the best way to obtain one of these minifigures. So let's get right into it. So the first minifigure I want to talk about is Darth Vader. He came out in the set TIE Fighter in 2005, or set number 7263. And honestly, I don't think you should pay more than $20 for him. This price comes from my own thoughts, as well as what he's sold for on Bricklink and eBay. However, I have seen this guy sell for nearly $30 to $40, but if you have the option to haggle a little bit, I would suggest not paying more than $20. And if we take a closer look at this figure, we can see that he has the original helmet that Darth Vader had, as well as the no eyebrows Darth Vader underneath his helmet. I always like this Vader. He kind of looks not menacing and he just looks funny to me, but his torso has the original Vader printing on it, and that's probably because he is so old. All these figures seem to have simple designs. The next figure I want to talk about is Luminara. She came out in the Wookiee Catamaran set, or set 7260, and honestly I think this one's my favorite simply because she glows a green lightsaber. Why they didn't choose Yoda, I don't know, but I really like this figure nonetheless. And although she's one of the least expensive figures, right now she's going for about $50, which is insane. However, I would say to get a good deal, you should probably be paying around $45, as that's what I'm seeing on eBay at the moment I'm making this video. However, I do expect whenever I post this, that price is going to rise to about $50. And if we take a closer look at her, we can see that she has the original Luminara head, as well as her little hat, and her torso is printed very simply with her simple Luminara printing. The next minifigure I want to talk about is the light-up Mace Windu. This minifigure came out in the set Clone Turbo Tank, or set number 7261, so the one right after Luminara. Now this is an interesting figure because at the time I'm making this video he sells for around $50, however I do expect that price to rise to about $60. And just to throw that out there, I do have two of these figures. Not that I'm gonna sell one, I just wanted you guys to know. And if we take a closer look at Mace Windu, we can see that he has the original printing on his head, aka two black dots and a little smile, as well as simple gray Jedi robes. The last two minifigures I want to talk about come in the same set, so I'm going to be talking about both of them at the same time. This is the light-up Obi-Wan and the light-up Anakin. They both came out in the Ultimate Lightsaber Duel, or set number 7257. And the interesting about these minifigures is that Obi-Wan sells for a little bit more than Anakin. He has always sold about $10 more than Anakin. So at the time I'm making this video, Anakin cost around $45 to $50, while Obi-Wan costs $55 to $60. And I do expect that price to rise just like Mace Windu. However, I expect the Anakin to cap out at around $60, while the Obi-Wan reaching up to $70. This is simply because Obi-Wan in good condition is super hard to find. I have never seen an Obi-Wan in extremely good condition, other than private collectors that have got this whenever the set came out, and I've kept it in a glass box, and there are not very many of those guys lying around. The last light-up figure is actually not a Star Wars figure, but instead a policeman. This figure came out in the police station, or set 7237, and this might be the cheapest light-up figure that you might be able to find if you live in Europe, because on Bricklink everyone has them selling for around $10 to $20. However, if you live in the US or anywhere in North America, you're going to have to pay around $20 to $50. And personally, I want to take credit for this one because before I made my TikTok over this light-up figure, no one was selling it. I decided to check and make sure because I wanted to get another one. The only people selling it was a US seller for $50 and one other person on eBay for $27. And I remember wanting to see if I made waves. And after I posted that video, within 1 month, there were tons of sellers finding it and selling it, which is absolutely insane. So I want to take credit for that one. Now you guys can buy it because people are starting to find them and sell them for like pretty cheap right now. The next thing I want to talk about is how to actually acquire these figures, because there's some tips and tricks that can actually land you better deals, as well as you might be able to get one of these for free. There is a total of 3 tips that I want to go over, so let's get into it. The first tip I want to give everyone is scour eBay during the months of September through November. After that, it is fair game. This is because when people are going back to school, they are normally focused on buying school supplies and not really LEGO minifigures. So minifigures in general tend to be cheaper during this time. And that's how I was able to acquire all my figures under $20. The next thing I want to stress, and I cannot stress this enough, is always be checking Bricklink. I don't say you have to watch it like a hound, but checking it every other day, or every day if you really want to, or maybe just once a week, will guarantee you one of these figures at a fairly decent price. That's because a lot of Bricklink sellers tend to have sales very often, and whenever they have a sale, that's typically when I would buy my minifigures from a Bricklink seller. For example, I was able to get my Darth Vader for $3 because a shop went on sale. Normally it was around $12, but I was able to get it for $3. I know, crazy, right? The last tip I want to stress is go to garage sales. And I know, it's kind of like finding a diamond in the rough. However, all my friends who collect Legos, they all have gotten their light up figures, every single one of them, from garage sales. This might not work that much anymore due to COVID. People are having a lot less garage sales. However, whenever things pick back up, I would strongly recommend going to garage sales. This not only works for light up figures, but other rare figures as well. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you like mediocre Lego content, be sure to follow all my TikToks as well as my Twitter because I have that now. Thank you and have a good day.